Alright, welcome to Cup Series qualifying. Here we are. And there is 22 groups here in the Cup Series qualifying. The last two groups are full of part-time cars. It's 3 cars in both of those groups. But until then, we've got all the full-time cars. As we look at this, so it's going to be all our Trackhouse and McLaren cars looking to qualify in also with our part-time cars. Our Trackhouse and our McLaren cars are the 02 and 07, 02 being Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and 07 being Ross Chastain for McLaren. And it's Noah Gragson in the 91 for Trackhouse. Now, interestingly, Noah Gragson had the fastest qualifying. Oh, we're quickly getting into qualifying here. That is Brandon Brown already exiting pit road right around here in his second season. 12 and the 02, so immediately off the bat, we have one of our part-time drivers. So going over our rules again, all are full-time drivers, since it is a 2-car group through 20 groups. They all are able to get 1 restart on normal races. Since it's a crown jewel, cup races are the only ones where we accept unlimited restarts. You cannot get DNQ'd here for being for being too close to each other. Which it looks like immediately. Hopefully he can get far enough away. He's not going to get far enough away. Watching from the roof cam of Stenhouse, this is more than likely going to have to be a restart for this group. Yeah, yep. That is draft right there. They are able to draft off each other. Or Stenhouse has his draft, I mean. So that's going to be a restart here in our first qualifying session for the Cup Series. That's unfortunate. I thought that was going to be a fast qualifying session. Man, this is going to be a long qualifying session, though. I mean, 22 groups it took, well, let's see. It took it took a minute and 40, or not minute, an hour and 43 minutes to complete the Xfinity qualifying. This one, it's going to be even longer. It's going to reach that 2-hour mark. I guess that all depends on how fast they complete, which so far, I mean, it looked like it was going to be good at first, but now we are doing this, having to restart. Restarting a session, it takes about another, it can take up to, well, it's like 5 minutes, usually, 5 minutes or less, for a regular group if they complete it just fine. And if they have a restart, it is usually going to be at least 9 minutes or at least at most 9 minutes. At least it would probably be about 7 minutes. But it looks like now that they went out early and end up fighting each other, they do not want to go out. Alright, here goes Brandon Brown. Stenhouse, he's seeming to wanting to make it close, cut it close. To that, maybe not setting both flaps. Okay, there he goes, coming out. He's gonna be able to set both flaps. He's fine. Okay, Brandon Brown taking the green flag, first green flag for the Cup Series here. And Stenhouse gonna be behind him, right behind him. So what's our first lap times gonna be set here? Penske, their upgrades are pretty high. McLaren, they're one of the lowest two. As I said, he's gonna have to try and set the fastest time he can, because if he does not get into the top 3 here for cars trying to qualify to the Daytona 500, he'll have to finish ahead of all the other cars trying to qualify that aren't locked in. So after here, it's going to be 6 cars. Only 5 make it. Only 5 of 9 cars make it. So 4 get to go home. Or 4 do not get to race in the 500. Brandon Brown set a 52.984. And Stenhouse goes a 52.884, making it just a 10th faster. And our drivers trying to qualify into the 500 will be marked in yellow. Here comes Brandon Brown for his final lap here. And 52.772. And here comes Ricky Stenhouse Jr. setting a 52.663. So Stenhouse passes of these two. That's a good sign for him, maybe right here. Brandon Brown, still pretty new to the Cup Series, but he is on Penske. And here we go, group number 2. Alright, here in this group, Kevin Logs, and that is Tyler Reddick, last season's champion. And he spawned in. Tyler Reddick spawned in here now. Tyler can be the first one to start going right as Kevin Log spawns in. So from what we saw, 52 nines are like about the range you want to be around on your first lap. And that currently is it's just an estimate, but that's what Brandon Brown set, and he currently is pretty close to pole, even though only two cars have gone. Kevin Logg's still in pit road there. So Tyler Reddick's in turn 3. Hopefully this does not happen again where we have to fully restart this qualifying group. We're gonna be good. So Tyler Reddick coming around to start his qualifying, and I saw Kevin Log start rolling out there. But it's fine because he's gonna be on the apron there as Tyler Reddick goes around, currently on his first lap. Neither of these drivers are looking to qualify their way in right now, so none of them in danger. They just trying to qualify good for the duels. Remember though, the top two in qualifying do keep their position heading into the 500. Even if they wreck in the duels. I know, this ain't real life, so you can wreck in the duels and be fine. As long as you don't blow your engine. If you blow your engine, that anything to DNF. As long as your car is running, you can run the 500 up front still. And that's a 52.484. That's already going to set fast time there. 52.484 for Tyler Reddick goes on pole. Kevin Logs there in the background as Tyler Reddick will come around to finish his final lap here of qualifying. And Tyler Reddick across the line. It's going to be a 52.266. That is going to be hard to beat. I'm gonna guess 52.794. Right, that currently is the fourth fastest lap, but that is a first lap. Improvements you usually see, or the least we have really seen on average, is 2/10. 2/10 is, and that would put him in second place if it's a 2/10 gain right here. I mean, all he really needs to do is 1.5 gain, and he will be in second. It's going to take a lot to beat Stenhouse. I don't think that Kevin Logs has it to beat Stenhouse right now. Or Stenhouse. Reddick. 52.586. That is going to put him up into second for the moment. On to group number 3. Alright, and so we're going to have graphics coming. We're not going to run graphics for qualifying quite yet. Using graphics in qualifying, I feel like it would be too much, but graphics basically on your right side of the screen where you currently have the leaderboard for qualifying. This works for qualifying. This works just fine. It's nothing that needs to be replaced. Graphics for the race, there will be a board for the top 10. Any news, anything will be showing up over there on the right side. And this is Kyle Larson and Eric Jones. But they have the graphics only during the race and only for Cup Series. The other series do not quite get them yet. Eric Jones not yet out of pit road. Now would be a bad time. Any time from now to the time he about crosses the line would be a bad time to start rolling out. Kyle Larson, he's going to come around. He's going to start his qualifying here. Alright, still not coming out. Eric Jones now pulling out onto the track for qualifying. Kyle Larson here, halfway through his first lap, entering turn 3. Kyle Larson racing for Kevin Logs. Kevin Logs owns Dodge Motorsports, which holds Tyler Reddick, Kyle Larson, and a couple other drivers we have left in the session that are rookies. And Larson goes a 52.527. 52.527, that is a fine time. That will put him up into second for the moment. And Eric Jones comes around. He's going to start his qualifying here. Alright, Kyle Larson coming around. This is going to be his final lap here. And it's going to be a 52.309. That is not going to quite set fast time, but it is close. That is going to be a really good lap there. Eric Jones, he's going to come around his first lap here. This team was very close to being on the having to qualify list, but 52.893 there. I mean, this is the third worst team right now in upgrades. I believe they were scored 2 upgrade points above Trackhouse, putting them just barely out of having to qualify to the 500 and any ground rules. Still not sure on the rule for the ground rules, if we will leave Trackhouse and McLaren to be the 2 that have to qualify every time, or if we're just gonna switch the 2 for just whoever is the bottom 2. And that's a 52.678 there. Improvement there for Eric Jones. Not very big of improvement, just going over Brandon Brown. Group 4 now. Alright. We got Daniel Spores and O. Gregson here. No, Gregson, he will be racing to get into the 500 here. And there goes No Gregson. Rolling out. Alright, hopefully don't have to restart the session here. Alright, coming off of turn 4. Downsword is still not moving, still looking good. And Downsword is moving, but I think this is just on time. Now Gregson should be able to get around him pretty easily. No, Gregson's starting qualifying here. And where is Jones? Okay, yeah, they're gonna have a gap. They are going to have a good gap here. Good gap, and it didn't really mess up Gregson or help him. And Gregson coming in, he's gonna set his first lap here. Can he immediately get over Stenhouse? 52.615. That is going to go over Stenhouse. 615, just right over Stenhouse right now. There is no bubble yet for them, but you just want the best lap you can get. And Suarez has now started his qualifying also. So Gregson looking to improve the best he can. Gregson into the trial, last chance here. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be a 52.398. That is going to set him in third. Decently good lap there. And Suarez goes with a 52.868. No change for Suarez. Suarez still there in the 8th position. Suarez off of turn 4. One final time here at the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 52.662. 662. That will put him just over Stenhouse by a thousandth of a second. We'll go over that in a second as I move to group number 5. So In that one, Gregson is up to third, and Stenhouse went up to fifth. Alright, and speaking of Dodge, here is one of them. Todd Gillen in this one. Todd Gillen ran the Snapple number 4 for Haas. And Ty Gibbs in the 77 rookie season for him here. Neither of these drivers looking to qualify into the 500. They're just looking for their spots. Best spot they can get for the duel. Or, of course, get top 2. Note that we do have 46 drivers for the entered into the 500, or at least for qualifying into the 500. Practice and qualifying and the duel is all combined, or well, all groups combined, all duels combined, make 46 drivers. Neither of these drivers going out yet. And here comes Todd Gillen. So Todd Gillen leaves with just over 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Ty Gibbs still in pit road, running a bit risky here. And just about leaving 20 seconds, 2:20. Hour, that's going to be a great gap between these two. It'll be just about half the track. So Todd Gillen will be the first one of these two to set a lap time. And qualifying starting here for Todd Gillen. And here comes Ty Gibbs. He is looking to start his qualifying here. Entering the tri-oval, and both of them green flag for qualifying. So both drivers should easily be able to make a round and get to their second lap. Todd Gillen, he's going to come around off turn 4. What's the first lap going to look like? 52.611. That is actually a decently good lap for his first run. That's going to place him 5th right now. As we go over to Ty Gibbs, he is exiting turn 4. His first lap coming into the trial over here. Should be even better. 52.497. As we go back over to Todd Gillen entering turn 3. 497 going in 4th place. Todd Gillen now across the line, and he is going to end it with a 380. That 380 is going to put him up into 3rd for the moment. Tayyibs is exiting turn 4. Had a better lap 1, should have a better lap 2. Can he improve, get pole position here? 52.277 gonna miss out on pole position by just 11. By just 11 hundredths. 11 hundredths, like, just basically say 1 hundredths. Alright. We'll fix that leaderboard in a bit as we get ready for group number 6. So after oh shoot, well, we did too many there. Oh wait, no we didn't. After 10 cars, the top 2 in qualifying being Tyler Reddick and Ty Gibbs right now. Those 2 are the ones currently looking to start in front row. The other ones having to go through the duel to find out their starting position. And how we decide the duels is that we take like 1st, 3rd, 5th. We take the odd numbers and then we take the even numbers. So we got in this group 27. Will Rogers, welcome back to the Cup Series, racing for Bad Badger Racing. And the 07, who is trying to race into the 500 right here, or qualify into the 500. Will Rogers has made it into the Championship 4 before here in the Cup Series, ended up moving down to the Xfinity Series, and now he has returned. So Ross Chastain, he's going to be in the session looking to qualify to the 500. Bad timing. That is going to probably lead us to a restart for this session. He is in turn 2 already, exiting turn 2. So go on the roof of Will Rogers, seeing if there's enough of a gap. Can barely see him, but it is a hard car to see on this track. Okay, yeah, there's enough of a gap here. So Will Rogers, he's going to come around to start his first lap here. And Will Rogers off of turn 4. Here we go. Will Rogers, he's going to set a 52.943. Not as all what I was really expecting. I mean, he's not racing for a bad team, and he was in the championship 4, so it really just isn't what I was expecting. And so Ross Chastain, yeah, you can see off the speed. This is dramatically slower off of turn 4. Let's see what he can set. It might be in the 53s here for the first time tonight. If it's gonna be a 52.899, 52.99. And Will Rogers, his final up is gonna be a 52.724. That is going to make him the official last car right now. Hoping for Ross Chastain right now, because right now he's looking like he's gonna have to go through the duels, try to race in from the duels. And here comes Ross Chastain. He's going to need to be a 52.663. 52.775. And so that will be... So Will Rogers actually beat Brandon Brown, but Ross Chastain is your new slow time here at Daytona. And group number 7 now. So now that we have 3 drivers up there that are trying to qualify into the 500, we're not going to see any more until group number 21. Once we reach group number 21, then Ross Chastain will be that bubble driver. And I mean, we could even see Gregson, who's in 5th right now, get knocked out. And just in one session, in one group. So in this group, it's going to be William Byron and Daniel Hemrick. Saw him leaving. But Daniel Hemrick, the first one out, getting out pretty early. Alright, Daniel Hemrick, he's going to come off of turn 4, and this is going to be for his first time. I saw William Byron up there. Back there. It is a big enough gap. 100%, yeah. We're good. So Daniel Hemrick sitting a 52.956. And 5.6, that's going to be slow time right now. And Daniel Hemrick comes around this time with a 52.745. William Byron goes 52.493. 745, that's gonna go and place him in the 11th position for the moment. And actually, that's gonna be 12th because of Byron's lap. 493. 493 is going to go up and already put him in the 6th position. And this one here, potential there is potential for William Byron to go on pole for the 500. Will he set a pole lap here? 52.263 is going to go fast time. William Byron fast time. And it's only by 0.003 of a second. Alright, get a group 8 ready and then fix the leaderboard here. William Byron, new time. That's knocking Ty Gibbs out of the top 2. Alright, and so in this one, it's going to be the 20 of Christopher Bell and the 33 of Riley Herbst. Christopher Bell, he has always been good at these super speedways in this league. Can he continue? Alright, so both of them out right now on the track. Alright, Christopher Bell. Both starting their laps now. And off of turn number 4, Christopher Bell. He's going to come and set his first lap here. Christopher Bell going to go with a 52.763. William Byron. Or not William Byron. Okay, interesting. Riley Herbst with a 52.594. That 763 ends up going into 13th place. The 594 goes up into 8th at the moment. And Bell, here he is, going to set a better lap. 52.547. And Riley Herbst gonna go even better, 52,374 to 374. That is gonna move him up even further, put him in the 5th position. Group 9 here. Alright, Anthony Alfredo leaving pit road real early here. Anthony Alfredo, and this is the last of the Dodge Motorsport cars. John Hunter Nemechek, rookie John Hunter Nemechek. Anthony Alfredo, season 4 champion, out here looking to make a comeback after uh, a very mid-pack year for him. Near the end, he got back up there and ended up winning the All-Star, winning this team quite a bit of money. Nemechek still not out of pit road. Alfredo, he's going to come around to the trial and start his qualifying here. No, Nemechek still not exiting pit road. So Junior Motorsports went from winning the championship and just somehow not having very much money for upgrades the next season, because when we added money into the series, we ended up just going off of averages instead of the championship and all that. So this team did not have enough for last season, but now that they got that All-Star win, boosting them up to the tied for 4th right now in upgrades, 52,910. Not actually. So, alright. Nemechek now exiting pit road. 910 was not what I was really expecting from him. And Anthony's second lap can be a 52,695. That's gonna be kind of what you needed right there. Gonna bump him up, but it's only gonna bump him up to the 12th position. Nemechek here. I believe this is starting. Yes, this is starting his qualifying. And here's John Hunter Nemechek coming around off of turn 4. This can be his first qualifying time here. Let's see what he can set. Gonna set a 52.562. 562 immediately puts him up into the 8th qualifying position. Check in turn 4 now. Coming off of turn 4, let's see what he can do here. These cup cars are oddly not doing as high of a speed as they should be. They're running like ARCA right now. But 52.352 for John Harney Machek. 352. And we just 352. That is going to move him up into the 5th qualifying position. Now up into the double digits, hitting 10. So John Harney took 5th. And who else did we have in that one? It was was it Anthony Alfredo? Anthony Alfredo went 13th. Oh, another one exiting early. That is the 3 of Austin Dillon. The 3 and the 9 on this session. This may be some good one. Austin Dillon Night Motorsports. But their best tracks are these super speedways. This team always seems to find their way up front. I mean, their qualifying might not be that great, but they definitely, when they get in the race, they find each other. They did have a team of 4, but now they're down to 3. I believe Christopher Bell and Austin Dillon and Samuel Jones are gonna do really well at these super speedways. That team has always found each other during the race and worked really well with each other, putting them up into the top 10. And like Orlando, they kept going up into the lead. Austin Dillon. Okay, there goes Chase Elliott. He is now exiting pit road. While Austin Dillon is entering turn 3. There will be a good enough gap. Way good, way good. Austin Dillon, he's going to come around off of turn 4. First lap here going to be a 52.549. Honestly, was not expecting that good of a lap out of him. 549, that might be pole position. That might have a chance at pole position. I don't know about that. I don't know about it, but Austin's gonna put that machine up there, that 3 machine. Here comes Chase Elliott. I believe this is to start qualifying. Yeah, this is to start qualifying here. And here's Austin Dillon now. He is exiting turn 4. Austin Dillon, one more chance here to move up the standings and put it on pole. 3, 4, 6, not going to put it on pole. But that 3, 4, 6 is going to move him up quite a few more positions. Going to put him in the 5th position at the moment. Now Chase Elliott off of turn 4. Here we go. This is the 20th driver. And first lap, a 52.588. 52.588 is going to put him currently in the 10th position. Alright, Chase Elliott off of turn 4. One final lap here. And across the line, going to put it on 52.369. But not even going to beat Austin Dillon there. 369, that is going to place him in the 7th position, if I have that right. So after 20 cars qualifying, our top 2 right now, William Byron leads with pole 3 thousandths over Tyler Reddick. So those are your top 2 currently front row. But we're only halfway through. Going to group 11. Alright, here we go. Group number 11. So, Hocevar and Wally Waldo. Wally Waldo heading out. Alright, Wally Waldo coming around. He's going to start his qualifying. And Hocevar is already out of pit road in exiting turn 2. So there's going to be a good enough gap there. Okay, and Wally Waldo going to go and set a 52.710 on his first lap. Hocevar, is this exiting turn number 4? Yes, it is. You might be able to see Wally Wall's car back there, and not really going to be able to see it before the camera pans back over. And Carson Hocevar, he's going to set a 52.506. This one might be a little bit closer. Wally Waldo, he's going to set for a second lap 52.491. Go back over to Carson Hocevar. Hocevar with that 506 is already placed in the 11th position. Wally Waldo with that 491 does drop into actually the 11th position. Carson Hocevar in the 12th. But Carson Hocevar with this one final lap here. What's he gonna set? It could be real fast here. 52.288. That 288 is going to set him 4th fastest. Now group number 12. So after this here, we will take a short break. That's gonna be the one on the 46, Samuel Jones and Michael McDowell. Right before we go on break. I haven't spawned in yet. Alright, both of them spawned in now. All right, Mike McDowell going around. Mike McDowell has started qualifying. Samuel Jones looks like he's coming around turn 4 just now to start qualifying. And Mike McDowell 52.616 for his first lap. Six one six. That's gonna place him currently in the 14th position. I believe Samuel Jones coming around now to the. No, this is his first lap right here, actually. And he's going to set a 52.855. Michael McDowell, he's going to come across and improve to a 406. 406, that is going to move him up. And it's going to put him in the 12th position. Samuel Jones now on the backstretch. Alright. Currently 23rd. Hopefully move it up to here. 52.643. 643 will move him up. And that will put him in the 14th, 15th position because of Mike McDowell. So now we are going on break. We will be back and qualifying for the rest of the field here in about 5 minutes. Alright, we are back and ready to go to the end. So let's qualify test one is the 8 and the 88. The 8 being Chris Buescher, the 88 being Alex Bowman. Okay. Both of them spawned in. There goes Alex Bowman. Buescher still in pit road. Just kind of making sure he doesn't go while Bowman is in the bad spot. Okay, we're good. Bowman starting qualifying here. There goes Buescher. Alright, Bowman. Bowman's first lap here. 52610. That is the worst of the Hendrick cars so far in their first laps. We have Buescher coming around. He's gonna start qualifying. $52,390. That's actually a good one right there for Bowen. 39. That's gonna put him 11th. Not too bad actually. Now Buescher, here's him starting qualifying. Or getting more lapping, I mean. 53,195. Okay, I could not believe my eyes. That is easily the slowest step we've seen today. And I wasn't really expecting Busher to be this slow. He's on a good team for super speedways. That team has qualified decent so far. And let's see what he does with the second lap though. 52.988. That's still gonna set him as slowest time. That's it for that group. Heading on to group number 14. So this one's got the 14 and the 41. It's gonna be Joey Logano in the 14. I know, kind of odd. And the 41 is Zane Smith. Alright, there goes Logano. Alright, Joey Logano starting his qualifying. Zane Smith, he's out there now too. Joey Logano's first lap here going to be at 52.598. That looks promising. That looks decently promising. Maybe not for pole, but it's up there. It's going to be up there. Zane Smith, is this taking the green or first lap? $52,745 for Ryan Preece. Or Ryan Preece, Zane Smith. But once again, back to Logano. And Logano at 388. 52,388. .388 will end up going in the 11th position. Zane Smith here. 541. .541 goes into the 15th position. Group 15 now. Alright, and Sammy Smith in the 18, and then the 7 is also out here. I actually don't remember who's in. Oh, it's last year's Daytona 500 winner, Haley Deegan in the 7. And let's see, where have her teammates qualified? Just Daniel Suarez qualified 19th. I mean, I definitely see her at least qualifying top 10. Or at least, like, putting it into top 10 right now. We're 30 in once we complete these two. And we'll have 5 more regular groups to go. And then we'll have just the 2 3-car groups that are racing for these spots. So those 2 groups, those 2 last groups are going to be intense. There goes Haley Deegan. Yep, okay, Sammy Smith is leaving right now. Coming around to start qualifying here for Haley Deegan. Alright. And Haligan's first lap here, 53.074. Not great. And a 52.789 for Sammy Smith. Let's go back over to Haley Deegan as she'll come around to set her final lap. Hopefully she goes a little bit better here. 52.850. 85 and 850. Not going to put you very high. 850 going to put you. So wow, that's going to be 29th. And Sammy Smith with a 52.582. 582 goes 17th. Haley Deegan gonna go 20. I think that is gonna be 29th. Yep, that's gonna be 8. That's gonna be 29th for Haley Deegan. On to Group 16 now. Alright, and this one we got the 5 and the 31. So that would be Rambo Stevens and Taxing. Taxing already coming out of pit road. Taxing final season here. Last chance to win this 500. Alright, Taxing coming around to start lap 1 of qualifying, and Rambo's still not coming out. How about Rambo now? He is just now heading out. And Taxing across for lap 1, 52.773. .773. That will end up going right now in the 28th position. Rambo, we're like, I think he is taking the green flag this time. Okay, yeah. So, Texan coming around. Last lap for him. Big improvement needed here. 52.549. 549 going 17th right now. Rambo. Now entering turn 3. This is going to be lap 1. And 52.591. That 591. That's going to place him right now in the 19th position. Entering turn 3 here. To turn 4. And let's see what he can get here. Gonna need some big improvement to put on pole, but a good qualifying here. Just like another 10th will do him good. He'll go 3.67. That's actually better than I thought he was gonna improve. Okay. 3.67. That is gonna put him 8th fastest, right above his teammate of Chase Elliott. 2 thousandths faster than Chase Elliott. Group 17 now. Getting very close here to the end. So here in this group, oh, we already got one leaving. That is Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney and Denny Hamlin are the two in this group. And Ryan Blaney is starting. Denny Hamlin is still pit road. Oh, and Ryan Blaney, 52.579. Denny Hamlin should be out here now. Yes, he is. Denny Hamlin, he's going to be coming across, I believe, this time to start his qualifying run. That would be a yes. So that means Ryan Blaney, he's going to be coming around this time. for his last lap. The 5.79, let's see where that puts him right now. 5.79 puts him in the 19th position. And across the line here, 3.59. 3.59. Going up quite a ways, up to the 8th position for Ryan Blaney at the moment. Now we got Denny Hamlin coming off turn 4 for his first lap. And Denny Hamlin, first lap going to be a 52.795. 79. Alright, 795, that's going to go up. Not very far. That's just going to put him ahead of Chris Buescher right now. It's going to put him in the 33rd position at the moment. Big improvement going to be needed here from Denny Hamlin. $52,584. Not a qualifying run we would think we would see from Denny Hamlin here at especially Daytona. Alright, now we're going to Group 18. Getting very close to the end now. Alright, let's see who we have in this group. Immediately out here is going to be Justin Haley on the 26. And our other driver is the 6 of Kyle Busch. Alright, Justin Haley. Justin Haley leaving. And now Kyle Busch is spawned in. And green flag for Justin Haley. Kyle Busch, he is rolling out of turn 4 to take that green flag also. Alright, Justin Haley coming around. Justin Haley first lap going to be a 52.8. Kind of expected from that team. 52.8 is going to go into the 33rd position. Kyle Busch coming around here now. A 52.876. Alright, I'm back over to Justin Haley. And Justin Haley across the line, 52.581 actually. Big improvement. And now right over to Kyle Busch. That 581, that's gonna go into the 20th place right now. And Kyle Busch, he's gonna go with a 662. 662 gonna tie with Daniel Suarez for the 24th position. Group 19 up next. That's going to be a 30 of Josh Berry and the 21 of Myatt Snyder. Myatt Snyder did end up making playoffs while Josh Berry didn't. But Josh Berry, he was very close to that cut line. I believe Myatt Snyder had a win to get in. And Myatt Snyder made a lot further than we thought he was gonna. And then he got taken out by Suarez and ended up missing the round of 8 because of that. Josh Berry taking the green flag here. Myatt Snyder on the backstretch. Okay, Josh Berry off the final corner. Let's see what kind of time he could say here for his first lap. It'll be a 52.604. That's some good speed for that team. And over to Myatt Snyder now. Myatt Snyder, he's going to go with a 52.872. Not expected at all from that team. Rookies racing not very good here at the Super Speedway so far. At least not for qualifying. Josh Berry, he just ran a 52.374. And Wyatt Snyder goes a 52.662. Josh Berry is 374. We'll put him up tied with Riley Herbst for the 11th position. And Wyatt Snyder with that 662. He is going to move up and tie Kyle Busch for the 26th position. Alright, here we go. This is going to be our final group before we head into our part-time drivers. And in this group, it is going to be the 28 of Seth Heyman and the 36 of Austin Hill. I don't know if if either of these drivers are going to be looking at pole position. Alright, so that is Austin Hill already leaving. So both out on track right now. Seth Heyman on the back stretch. Austin Hill. Austin Hill is currently taking the green flag for his first lap. Austin Hill off of turn 4 for the first lap here. But you would have to be in the 0.5s to have a chance. And he is in the 0.5s. This could be an impossible run for this team. Setting pole here would be absolutely crazy for them. 547, that is currently in the 20th position. Seth Heyman comes around. He is going to see 52.704 there on the first lap. 52.704. That is not going to be a great lap for that team. Placing at 32nd so far. It'll be 33rd because of Austin Hill. Austin Hill off of turn 4. Does he have the run he needs? Does he have the speed? 52.332, great run for the team, but not going to be on pole position. 332 will carry that car up to a 6th place start right now, and I think he's going to come around right here. As team owner wanted to be obviously the fastest on the team, let's see what he can pit. And he goes to a 52.497. 497 will put him in the 18th position. Actually the 19th because of Austin Hill. So that is it for all our full-time drivers right now. Now we just have our 6 part-time drivers in 2 groups. Group 21 and Group 22. So it's only the first 3, only the top 3 here in qualifying will be locked into the 500. Currently, Ross Chastain sits 38th with the 52.775. He is the biggest one on the bubble right now. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 31st with a 52.663. That is not a great time. We probably will end up seeing Ricky Stenhouse Jr. have to race into the 500 with that lap time. I have a feeling. As these 3 get in, to be Austin Cindric in the 60 for David on Motorsports. Tanner Gray in the 39 for Penske once again. And Ryan Preece in the 40 for Haas once again. Alright, so Austin Cindric is coming out right now. So far looking pretty good on not catching each other's draft. It's all just gonna come down to Ryan Preece, where he exits at. So Tanner Gray, he's gonna take the green flag here. And that would be like perfect timing for him to go. So Tanner Gray, he is on one of his 2 flying laps right now. And Cindric coming around to take his green flag. As long as Priest don't go right here. Okay, Priest good now, and it would be fine. Cindric green flag. Priest still not moving. Come on, Priest, don't mess this up. Oh, Priest is coming out now. That is not a good timing. Tanner Gray is going to come around for his first lap here. 52.727. And where he's in turn 2 right now. Austin Cindric, he's exiting turn 4. As long as these 2 don't get too close together here. We'll be right back to them in a second. Got Austin Cindric right here setting his time lap. 52.786. Oh, we are just barely going to be good right now. Tanner Gray is just barely going to be outside the draft. Tanner Gray, 52.503. That 503 is going to knock Chastain out. 503 is not fast enough to beat Gragson. 503 placing in the 21st position right now. Cindric, he's coming around for his final lap here. How about Stenhouse? Gotta beat that 663 here. We'll go 557 or 577. 577 is going to be enough to also get Stenhouse out. Stenhouse is going to have to race in now. 577. Gonna go right there. And Ryan Preece has set a 53.025. Not gonna be good so far for him. One final lap per Preece, and then this group here will be over. Preece, he's gonna come into the travel, and his lap is going to be a 52.566. Actually, no, it's going to be a 52.827. 827 going to be the slowest of all our drivers trying to lock them, trying to qualify for the 500. So, heading into the final group here, group 22. Right now, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chastain, and Preece all have to go through the duels. Be the first one of the drivers not locked in in the duels. Right now, Noah Gragson, Tanner Gray, Austin Cindric locked in. Noah Gragson still in 17th with that 52.398. Tanner Gray in 21st with that 52.503. And Austin Cindric in 24th with that 52.557. This one we got Max Verstappen, Nick Sanchez, in the 34. Oh yeah, 34. Parker Resla. Alright, Max Verstappen can be the first one to, actually, second one to head out. Reslov is in front of him. If Sanchez could go right now, that would be so perfect. Come on now. Oh, darn. Alright. And I hope he doesn't ruin the session. Oh, good, he is heading out right now. That is perfect timing. That is not going to interrupt. None of these drivers should be even close enough to each other to give draft for these 2 laps. Verstappen's pretty close there, but he's not going to be close enough. So, green flag for Parker Reslov, green flag for Max Verstappen. Nick Sanchez is on the backstretch right now. I will go back to these two now. Parker Resloff, he's going to need a 52.577 to qualify, and at least a 52.398 to know that he's going to lock in. First time here for Parker Resloff, going to be a 52.489. That's actually a really good time for that team. 53.045. That's not good. So Parker Resloff with that 4.89. He is going to go to the 19th position currently. Max Verstappen still going to be in that 45th position as Nick Sanchez hasn't set a lap yet. He will be coming off turn 4 to do that right now. Let's see. Driving for Junior Motorsports. Gonna put it 52.860. And Nicholas Sanchez, a 52.272, so close to taking pole. Max Verstappen, he's gonna up it to a 52.822 here. .822 is not gonna qualify him, so Nick Sanchez, he needs to beat Austin Cindric, a 5.77 to qualify into the 500 to lock himself in right here. He needs to just beat a 5.77. He has an 8.60 on his first lap. Into the travel, across the line. Be 6.58, not going to qualify him for the 500 just yet. So 6.58 to Nicholas Sanchez. 52.822 for Max Verstappen. And we can find Parker Resloff again. There he is. He gets a 2.56. So Nick Sanchez with that 6.58. That currently puts him in the 31st position. Max Verstappen with the 8.22 will currently put him in the 42nd position. And Parker Resloff with a 2.56. I read that wrong. Parker Resloff, part-time Parker Resloff for Bad Badger Racing goes pole position with a 2.56 over William Byron's 2.63, knocking Tyler Reddick off of the front row. What an absolute lap time from Parker Resloff. Gonna hurry up and get this. Alright, let's exit out of this. So qualifying over with here, finally, about 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning Eastern. So Parker Resloff. Okay, let's get out to that. So you can see that now. Alright, looking over here. Just looking at our part-time drivers right now who are trying to lock their way in. Parker Resloff, pole position with the 2.56 over the 2.63 from William Byron. That will lock him in there. No Gregson to qualify, and he got a 398 to lock himself in. Tanner Gray also locks himself in with the 503. Austin Cindric with the 577 is going to have to race his way in for the duels. So will Nick Sanchez with the 658, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with the 663, Ross Chastain with the 775, Max Verstappen with the 822, and Ryan Preece with the 827. So that's just kind of crazy. I mean, if you look at this Parker Reslov, the closest teammate to him is Josh Berry, down in 14th. And behind that, I mean, the average for this team is just not great. 21st for Seth Heyman and Texting 24th. They average out just about outside the top 10, and still Parker Reslov gets pulled here with all odds against him. Alright, well, that is going to be on to the duels now. I wonder if this is going to be possible to do. I don't know if it's possible. Actually, I could do this, and that might do it. Oh, yep, there we go. Alright. So going down, we have Parker Reslov and William Byron. They will be the top two when we start tomorrow, the 500 tomorrow, as long as they don't blow their engine during the duel. And that's going to be Parker Reslov, Reddick on the front row for duel number 1. Hocevar and Hill in row number 2. Nemechek, Brembu in row number 3. Herbst and Gilliland, row number 4. Row number 5 will be Alex Bowman and Michael McDowell. Row number 6 is Heyman and Smith. Row number 7 is Cindric and Smith. Row number 8 is Logs and Sanchez. Row number 9, Busch and Stenhouse. Row number 10. Wait, I gotta go through this a little bit more, but that's just kind of, looking at how it's gonna be. It's only gonna be these, because I need half and half in the duels, which we limit, so it's gonna be 6, so we need 3 in each duel. I don't think there is 3 in each duel this way. No, there's 4, so Max Verstappen will be swapped with Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher will be in duel 1 because of that. Alright, well, that is on tomorrow. That is it for practice and qualifying for Daytona week. And now, well, we know how long it's going to be, and now I'm going to be able to shorten it to make it just a little bit easier to do all the practice and qualifying every week. Because I'm not sitting here for the 10 hours. I think it's probably got 10 hours for qualifying and practice combined together for all 4 series. Well, that is on to tomorrow. Got just racing ahead of us.